This is the Multicast LAB. This network already has all the IP addresses configured. OSPF is also running, so let's go to action item number 1. Configure PIM dense mode and validate neighbors. So let's go to router 1 and configure multicast. If I enter show IP PIM route, I can see that there are no entries in the multicast routing table, and I have not enabled IP multicast. So first of all, multicast routing, then let's go to the interfaces and activate PIM dense mode. I'm going to pause the video and do the same on the other routers. Okay, let's see the neighbors. If I enter show IP PIM neighbors, I am seeing all the other routers. That happens in all the routers the same. So if I enter show IP M route, there is nothing in here. This is a multicast that belongs to Cisco. So let's go to next action item. Action item number 2, send multicast traffic and review the entries. Okay, let's fire up video LAN controller. I'm doing this in my PC. Let's stream, click on add, click on video, click on stream, next, choose a way to send this. I'm going to send this using probably RTP. I'm going to use this network, and I will activate cross-coding with video. That is correct. Stream all elementary streams. Okay, now it should start streaming. Let's go to the routers and see the routing table. It's gonna take a while. I'm gonna pause the video until it starts streaming. Okay, it is not streaming yet. I think I have to add another command here, and I'm going to type in routes at 239 100 100 0 mask to my advertising interface, which is this one. Okay, so now the routing is in place. And let's see. Oh, the traffic is going now. So let's go to. Okay, notice how these entries are just have just been created. This entry is S, G entry in the multicast routing table, and this is the IP address that correspond to my PC. That is the source of the multicast traffic. This is the multicast IP address that I just configured in VLC. And notice that there is also a shared tree that is configured by Cisco. Just ignore that. We're going to use the source tree, not the shared tree. This happens in other routers. Okay, let's go to action item number 3. Look for the PIM designated router at the network 192.168.200. So in this network, I'm going to find who is the designated router, because we have router 1 and router 2. In this case, the designated router will not be doing anything particular useful, because it is most commonly used for PIM sparse mode. But anyway, we can check it out, and we can go here and issue show IP PIM neighbors, and then you can tell that router 2 has this flag enabled. So router 2 for this network is a designated router. That is the way to know what is the designated router. You can also issue show IP IGMP interface gigabit 00, and here you can also see that the designated router is router 2. You can change that if you go to the interface gigabit 00, and then you can change the priority. For instance, you can issue show PIN your priority 100. By default, it is 1. So now the designated router is this router. So you can use show PIN neighbor or show IP IGMP interface. Okay, let's go to action item number 4. Look for the PIN forwarder router at this network. So remember that every broadcast network will choose a PIN forwarders. The PIN forwarders are the routers that are upstream. So for this network, the upstream routers are router 1 and router 2. So router 3 or router 4 cannot be the PIN forwarder for this network because they are downstream routers. So let's take a look at the upstream routers, and let's issue show IP and route for the multicast network that I am interested in. So it is a normal output, but let's compare this output with the router 2. Show IP and route 239.100.100. Notice that the difference is that router 2 has an A here. So given router 2 has an A here, this means that the router 2 is the PIN forwarder for this network. The A comes from the messages that comes from the downstream routers that are assert messages. So so the answer is router 2 because it has this A here. Let's go to action item number 5. Look for the carrier router at this network. When our receiver device will be lying here, we'll have to see which one of these router 3 or router 4 is the carrier. So let's go to router 3 and issue show IP IGMP interface gigabit 00, and the querying router is router 3, this system. If you issue here the router for the same command, it tells that the router 3 is the querying router. In this case, the designated router is router 4, where the query is router 3. I'm going to fix that. I don't like that, just to make this a little bit more more adequate. IP PIM their priority 100. So now in this case, the PR is the same as the query, so whatever. So let's go to the last action item number 6. Start capture at the query and configure receiver. So we're going to configure a receiver. So let's do that. So I'm going to connect to the receiver using remote desktop. I'm gonna fire up PLC, open network stream. The configuration is already there. RTP colon slash slash 239.100.100.100 colon 5004. Okay, let's play. Okay, I'm going to mute it. I don't want that noise of the video. And let's see, let's capture here what's going on. We can see the multicast traffic here, but I probably have to stop. I'm going to stop it, and because I want to see the join. Notice that there are some membership report. We can probably filter these. And notice that it was sending a membership report. So I'm going to fire up again the receiver. I'm going to mute it. And notice that when I fired it up, it sent an unsolicited membership report. This is the join. This is the join message. And we can look for the query to see what are the query messages. Probably I will filter on the IGMP. What I'm looking for, I'm going to pause the video until I find the message. Here are the IGMP version 2 messages. For instance, this is a membership query coming from router 3. This is another query. Second 88, and then second 148. There is another query. That is 60 seconds between queries. And after a query, this is the receiver is sending responding with membership report. Okay, that's it.